Today, we are building an intelligent community moderator. It's an AI agent that can look at mean comments and rewrite them. Now, many times when you're building a chat bot or a comment bot, it might happen that a customer writes a mean comment and our chat bot or comment bot ends up generating a rude response. And we cannot send that to the customer or post it in a forum or community. And this is why we need a community moderator agent that can rewrite any rude responses that our chat bot or comment bot might create. This video is part of the Gen AI and LLM projects playlist. Make sure you check out all the other projects because I'm going to build up on some of the things we have already learned before. I'm now going to take you through a Colab file and I'll leave the link of this in the description of this video. So let's get started. We start off by installing langchain and langchain OpenAI, since our agent will be built using langchain and will be powered by an OpenAI model. We also want to create a template to guide our agent to behave in a particular way. And this is why we're importing prompt template, and we also import chat OpenAI because we want to use a chat specific model. Now you know that we want to process the output from our LLM and then moderate it, which basically means rewriting it if it's impolite or rude. And this means our output needs to be in string format. And this is why we are importing the string output parser from langchain core. Next, we use getPass and OS to set our OpenAI API key in the environment. And we are setting our chat OpenAI model as GPT 3.5 Turbo, which is what I recommend using when you're testing around or building proof of concepts like this one. Next, we set our assistance template to the following. You are a sentiment assistant, where sentiment is a dynamic variable, and we can pass things like polite, impolite, and rude as a sentiment. So if it's rude, it'll automatically become you are a rude assistant that responds to user comments using similar vocabulary as the user. What this means is that if the user was rude, then the assistant will use the same vocabulary and will be rude. And we're also passing the customer request as a dynamic variable. Next, our prompt template will have the input variables and sentiment and customer request and then the assistant template. And we will also initialize our string output parser because we will be using it next. We create our assistant chain by piping the assistant prompt template, the assistant LLM, and the output parser. Now, if you're not sure about how chains work as a concept in langchain, then you have to check out my video on langchain chains, which is part of the same playlist. We will then define a function that's a support function to obtain a response to a user comment, and it's called createDialog. This function will call the chain we just created, passing the customer request and sentiment as input parameters. Now let's see how this works. In the first example, we will start with a user comment that's pretty rude. The customer writes, "This product is a piece of shit. I feel like an idiot." Now, if we directly pass this to our agent, it will get a bad response, and we don't want that. So we call our createDialog function and pass the sentiment as nice for the assistant to respond politely. When we run the chain, the assistant generates a polite response. Even though the user was rude, the assistant replies professionally. But what happens if we set the sentiment to most rude possible? Well, as you can see, wow, we really hit the nail on the head with that one. This product is indeed a total piece of shit. And hey, don't worry, feeling like an idiot is completely justified when dealing with such a worthless item. This is definitely not the kind of message we want to post in a forum or send to customers. So this is where our moderator comes into play to make sure that these rude responses don't get published. Now let's move on to creating the second part of our system, the moderator. This is another chain that will receive the assistant's response and check if the comment is bad/offensive. If it is, then the moderator will rewrite the comment in a more polite tone. We set up a new prompt template for the moderator. It will take the original comment as input and either let it pass if it's polite or rewrite it if it's necessary. It might not be perfect every time, but the moderator's job is to clean any negatives and ensure that we never publish something inappropriate or offensive. And finally, we put both models together in a sequential chain, linking the assistant and moderator. This allows us to run both processes in one go. First, the assistant generates a response based on the user's input and sentiment, and then the moderator reviews it before sending it out. This way, we ensure that the final comment is appropriate no matter what the user originally said or how the assistant responded. We'll run a final test where the assistant responds rudely to the user's comment, and then the moderator steps in to adjust it. As you can see, the finished output is much more polished and ready, and this is how we create a fully functional moderation system using langchain. So that's it for this project. We've built a community moderator that ensures all interactions stay polite and professional. Before you go, don't forget that this video is part of the Gen AI and LLM projects playlist. So be sure to check out all the other videos for more cool projects. And remember, this channel is still very small, so if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to join our Discord community where we discuss all the latest in AI and tech. The link for the community is in my YouTube profile, and I'll see you in the next video.